Here are today's top stories. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. orders the release of 760 million pesos in aid for local government units devastated by Typhoon Tino. The Department of Health issues a Code Blue alert on all units in response to Typhoon Tino's devastation. The Department of Agriculture vows to impose higher tariffs for rice imports next year to tame palay and retail prices. The Department of Information and Communications Technology encourages senior high school students to learn skills in digital technology with the launch of the Job Opportunities Building Skills Immersion Program. In today's Pna Talks, we look into the trauma faced by the victims of the recent calamities in Cebu. This is the Pna Headlines. I am William Theo. We begin with the ongoing recovery efforts of the cities and municipalities ravaged by Typhoon Tino. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has ordered the Office of the President to release 760 million pesos worth of financial assistance to affected local government units. Cebu, Capiz, Surigao del Norte, Iloilo, Bohol, and Negros Occidental will each receive 50 million pesos. Eastern Samar, Surigao del Sur, Southern Leyte, Antique, and Aklan will each receive 40 million pesos. Leyte and Masbate will get 30 million pesos each, and Guimaras, Agusan del Norte, and Dinagat Islands 20 million pesos each. Meanwhile, Biliran, Camarines Sur, Sorsogon, Misamis Oriental, Negros Oriental, and Palawan will each receive 10 million pesos. Albay, Romblon, Batangas, Northern Samar, Siquijor, Quezon Province, Samar, Agusan del Sur, Laguna, Zamboanga City, Manila, Camiguin, Occidental Mindoro, Camarines Norte, Zamboanga del Norte, and Iligan City will each have 5 million pesos. Palace Press Officer Claire Castro said the funds will help affected LGUs speed up recovery and deliver immediate support to their constituents. President Marcos Jr. earlier declared a state of national calamity following Tino's devastation and in anticipation of tropical cyclone Pung Wong, a potential super typhoon which may enter the Philippine area of responsibility and will be given the local name Uwan over the weekend. Marcos said the declaration will accelerate access to calamity funds, impose price control on essential goods, and streamline procurement and relief operations. In line with President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s declaration of a state of national calamity, Health Secretary Teodoro Herbosa has issued a Code Blue alert on all Department of Health offices and facilities in response to the widespread devastation left by Typhoon Tino. The DOH has activated its Operations Center and Health Emergency Management staff for rapid coordination and emergency response. With all units on heightened alert, additional health personnel are deployed to evacuation centers and temporary health facilities in areas hit by the typhoon. Medicines, medical supplies, and mobile response teams are also pre-positioned to assist local government units. 3 Philippine emergency medical assistant teams are also on standby. These are teams recognized by the World Health Organization with the capability to operate outpatient departments and set up temporary hospital tents during disasters. In its latest advisory, the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council reported that the death toll from the effects of Tino has climbed to 152 as of Friday morning, with 96 injured and 86 missing. Over 635,000 families, or 2.2 million persons across 8 regions nationwide, were affected by the typhoon, with over 318,000 out of nearly 400,000 displaced persons sheltered in evacuation centers. In other news, the Department of Agriculture, or DA, seeks to impose a higher tariff on imported rice as the Philippines resumes importation next year. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Q. Laurel Jr. said the new tariff rate will be determined either next month or by the 1st of January. The Economic Development Council earlier approved a flexible tariff measure of 15 to 35% to ensure stable farm gate prices of palay as well well as retail prices of rice in local markets. Tio Laurel said they are looking to impose at least 20 to 25% in tariffs. He said they will determine the tariff rate based on the prevailing world price of palay, adding that it could drop as low as 15% to protect farmers and consumers. He also said their target price for next year is around 38 to 43 pesos per kilogram. According to the DA Bantay Presyo report, as of Thursday, the prevailing price of premium imported commercial rice in Metro Manila is pegged at 48 pesos and 89 centavos per kilo. The prevailing price of imported well-milled rice is at 40 pesos and 29 centavos per kilo, and imported regular milled rice is at 39 pesos and 55 centavos per kilo. Premium local rice sells for 48 pesos and 59 centavos per kilo, well-milled for 42 pesos and 26 centavos, and regular milled for 37 pesos and 2 centavos.
Let's all be responsible. Paano? Sundin lang ang abakada nito. A, adlay, mais, saba, at iba pa ay ihalo sa kanin. Ba, brown rice ay kainin. Ka, kanin ay huwag sayangin. Da, dapat bigas ng Pilipinas ang bilhin. Makakatulong ka na sa magsasaka. Bigas mo ay mas ligtas pa. Kaya naman, let's be responsible.
The Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT, encourages students to develop and enhance their digital skills, empowering them with the competitive edge needed to succeed in the digital workforce. The DICT led on Thursday the launch of the Job Opportunities Building Skills or Jobs Immersion Program in partnership with SM Supermalls and the Private Sector Advisory Council, Education and Job Cluster. The partnership is part of the DICT's Trabahong Digital program that aims to open over 8 million digital jobs by the year 2028. Also participating in the launch were representatives from the Department of Education, Department of Labor and Employment, and the Private Sector, Jobs and Skills Corporation. DICT Secretary Henry Aguda said the program offers job immersion opportunities that will improve the digital skills of senior high school students in industries growing in the digital economy, such as information technology, e-commerce, hospitality, manufacturing, and creative sectors. According to Aguda, Filipinos are encouraged to pursue upskilling programs to open their doors to promising careers in freelancing, e-commerce, online services, and other technology-based fields. He encouraged the Filipino youth to learn new skills and build up their digital future. During the said program, the DICT also launched the Digital Corner Learning Booth, which introduces important digital skills from basic computer use to coding, cybersecurity, and online entrepreneurship. The event also held a job immersion launch as well as career and job readiness talks, where experts shared insights in career planning using artificial intelligence in job searching and digital readiness. In our business news, the Department of Agriculture will implement price freeze on agricultural commodities in areas hardest hit by Typhoon Tino following President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s declaration of a state of national calamity. In a press conference on Thursday, Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tio Laurel Jr. said they also considering a price freeze in Metro Manila if the capital's food supply is disrupted, particularly in the holidays approaching. Tio Laurel added that 20 pesos per kilo of rice under Benting Bigas Meron Na program may also be distributed to typhoon-affected areas upon request of local governments. The agency will finalize intervention measures by Friday or Saturday pending regional field assessments of crop losses. Initial reports from DA Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Operations Center estimated 13.26 million pesos in agricultural damage. Overall, the DA has allocated at least 255 million pesos worth of agricultural aid to affected farmers and fishers. These include animal feeds and supplements, bangus, tilapia, and carp fingerlings, and bags of rice. A 25,000 loanable amount under the Survival and Recovery or SURE loan and indemnification programs is also available to affected farmers. Meanwhile, Social Security System or SSS members in Cebu affected by Typhoon Tino may avail themselves of the agency's Calamity Loan Program, which aims to provide immediate financial relief as the province recovers from the damage caused by the weather disturbance. In a news release on Thursday, SSS President and Chief Executive Officer Robert Joseph Montes de Claro said that qualified members may apply for the Calamity Loan from November 6 to December 5. He said the loan aims to help meet the victims' essential needs and assist in rebuilding efforts amid the continuing recovery operations. Under the Calamity Loan, qualified members may borrow up to 20,000 pesos at a 7% annual interest rate payable over 24 months. To qualify for the loan, members must be residing or working in an area declared under a state of calamity, have at least 36 monthly contributions with at least 6 contributions within the past 12 months, and have no past due or restricted loans. Applicants may also be below 65 years of age, have no final benefit claim, and have no record of fraud against SSS. Interested members must apply online through their account with MySSS.
As most parts of the country reel from the impact of recent earthquakes and tropical cyclones, Filipinos need to shoulder difficulties in health, safety, and basic needs. But as a result, many Filipinos are forced to neglect the state of their mental health, affecting their capability to cope with the aftermath of the calamities. How can Filipinos take care of their mental well-being in the face of devastation?
I was assigned to go to see patients in Daan Bantayan. And I was in their rural health unit the whole day, while other members of our team went to Bugo for psychological first aid. Okay? As it was, I didn't see very many patients. I only saw 11. 4, kasi parang the problem was the people were still very concerned about earthquake in vicinity sa bahay namin. We were okay, pero sa other parts, kasi I live in Dalisay, yung may parts doon na binaha, tapos malalim, which siguro mga hanggang first story. Kasi may, yung mga bahay doon katabi ng mga creek or yung sa Mananga River. So, mga 10-12 feet. Tapos may mga fatalities na din doon. Pero sa amin mismo, we are okay. Puro Americares through the MPHS program, we're still planning out it will probably be a psychological first aid for now. Kasi we are still trying to organize it, and we will probably be visiting yung mga evacuation sites, and that's where we will probably be doing our PFA. Pero for now, everybody is still busy with cleaning kasi it's all mud. And may mga bahay na nasira ang gano'n. So right now, ang priority ng mga tao is still yung basic na infrastructure. And medyo kasi the way to go about it is, especially sa children, is it's more of a play. We call it play therapy. And there were children who were fairly resilient. Okay? Hindi sila masyadong affected. But there were children who were really affected in terms of nanginginig, medyo problems with sleep, and with yung kahit na maliit lang na aftershock, sumisigaw. Yung priority nila talaga is food, clothing, and shelter, with a lot of stress on shelter. Okay. Food and water, they were right now up sa ngayon, they're fairly okay with the food and the water. Pero during the first week, or so, talagang mahirap ang tubig. Good thing was there were a lot of individuals who went there to share water that they brought with them, and that has been the food and water situation has been improving a lot. Mga adults medyo okay na, pero na-miss out yung mga bata, and we're hoping that yung DSWD is addressing that concern in the tent. But there are other places where the children are still at home and their issues have not been addressed. Mga elderly yun na miss out din. Okay? Lalo miss out din. So that is another issue that needs to be looked into. Yun nga sir, there are too few people who are helping out, and there are too many people affected in those areas. So it's going to be a slow process. We're looking into other groups to help us out. Ako mismo, I have another group. It's church-based, and we are working with the Diocese of Cebu, and we're reaching out to the diocese parish priest in San Remio area to address the victims, the people affected there. We are trying to help out in the psychological first aid area. Okay, it will now become something that will follow the pattern of CISD, critical incident stress debriefing. Okay, kasi tapos na yung it's been several weeks na after that. Okay, that is still in the planning stage. Okay, so we will need to recruit individuals who can do CISD. Good thing is Bugo and San Remio health officers, health units, they have doctors already trained in detecting and treating psychiatric disorders. We have been able to reach out to them and teach them the protocols on how to detect signs and symptoms of psychiatric disorders, and they have the medicines. Question lang is if the individuals who suffer from some form of psychiatric disorder will be able to go to the rural health unit. Okay, yun ang big question. Okay? For those who are experiencing parang strong emotions, okay, it would be nice if they talked about it sa mga kasama nila. Okay? It's a parang stress debriefing din yun, to talk about what they went through with others. Although it would be better if there was somebody skilled in psychological first aid and CISD to help them out. If there are mga strong emotions, if there are individuals who suffer from strong emotions and difficult to sleeping and yung overt signs of fear, dapat they should go to a doctor or a rural health unit so that their concerns can be addressed, and hopefully we may be able to help them out there. Kasi the more the person talks about it, the less bad, the less negative it becomes to them. Kasi nakaka-vent out na sila sa mga stored stress inside, tension na sa loob nila.
And those are the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. Stay with us for more news updates. And it is 48 days to go before Christmas. And of course, due to many natural disasters and calamities, we ask people to stay safe and take care always. In light of the approaching super typhoon, take action now, prepare and prevent so you won't have to repair and repent. I am William Theo. This is the PNA Headlines, bringing you stories that unite the nation.